The Antiquarian and the Journal. Dr. Thomas Ashton, a renowned antiquarian, possessed an unquenchable thirst for uncovering the past. His days were spent amidst dusty artifacts and ancient texts. He sought knowledge hidden within the annals of history. One day, while exploring a forgotten corner of his cluttered study, he stumbled upon an intriguing artifact. It was a leather-bound journal, its pages brittle with age. The journal had belonged to a long-forgotten explorer, a man named Captain Edward Sinclair. Captain Sinclair had traveled the world, seeking adventure and lost treasures. As Dr. Ashton carefully turned the journal's pages, he was captivated by the explorer's tales. He read of daring expeditions and encounters with ancient civilizations. One entry in particular caught his eye. It spoke of a hidden treasure of immense historical significance. Captain Sinclair believed it to be hidden somewhere in Europe, but the exact location was shrouded in mystery. Dr. Ashton felt a surge of excitement course through him. Could this be the discovery of a lifetime? He delved deeper into the journal, searching for clues that would lead him to Captain Sinclair's treasure. Whispers of the past. As Dr. Ashton pored over the journal's faded ink, he came across a cryptic clue. The answer lies within the cathedral's shadow. This enigmatic phrase ignited his curiosity. What cathedral was Captain Sinclair referring to, and what lay hidden within its shadow? Dr. Ashton knew he had to decipher this riddle. He spent days researching countless historical texts and maps, searching for any mention of a cathedral connected to Captain Sinclair's voyages. Time seemed to slip away as he became consumed by his quest. The thrill of the chase, the allure of the unknown, spurred him onward. He felt an emotional connection to the long-dead explorer, as if their destinies were intertwined. Finally, after weeks of relentless pursuit, he found it. A small, faded map tucked away within the journal's back cover. The map depicted a grand cathedral in the heart of Prague. Dr. Ashton recognized it instantly. St. Vitus Cathedral, a masterpiece of Gothic architecture and a symbol of Czech history. Could this be the cathedral from Captain Sinclair's clue? The cathedral's shadow. Dr. Ashton wasted no time in booking a flight to Prague. He arrived in the ancient city, his heart pounding with anticipation. As he stood before the towering spires of St. Vitus Cathedral, he felt a sense of awe and wonder. The cathedral's shadow stretched out before him, a long, dark finger pointing towards the unknown. He spent the next few days familiarizing himself with the cathedral's layout, studying its architecture and history. He explored every nook and cranny, searching for any sign, any symbol that might correspond to Captain Sinclair's cryptic clue. He felt the weight of history pressing down on him as he walked the hallowed halls. The air was thick with the whispers of past generations. An expedition begins. Dr. Ashton knew he couldn't search the cathedral openly without arousing suspicion. He needed a plan, a way to explore its hidden depths without attracting attention. He decided to pose as a scholar researching the cathedral's construction. This would give him access to restricted areas, allowing him to search for clues undisturbed. He approached the cathedral authorities, his credentials impeccable, his passion for architectural history convincing. He was granted special permission to access the cathedral's archives and lesser-known areas. His heart skipped a beat as he realized he was one step closer to uncovering Captain Sinclair's secret. Days turned into weeks as Dr. Ashton painstakingly examined ancient blueprints and architectural plans. He paid particular attention to the cathedral's oldest sections, those that had stood since Captain Sinclair's time. He was looking for any anomaly, any deviation from the expected that might betray the existence of a hidden chamber. Finally, his persistence paid off. He discovered a discrepancy in one of the blueprints, a small unmarked section in the cathedral's crypt, located directly beneath the altar. This area was not mentioned in any historical records, and its purpose remained a mystery. Dr. Ashton felt a surge of excitement. Could this be the answer to the riddle? The Chamber of Wonders. With his heart pounding in his chest, Dr. Ashton made his way down into the cathedral's crypt. The air grew heavy and cold as he descended deeper into the bowels of the ancient structure. He found the unmarked section of the wall, its stones cold and damp to the touch. He ran his hands over the surface, searching for any sign of a hidden entrance. As his fingers brushed against a cleverly concealed latch, a section of the wall swung inward, revealing a narrow passageway beyond. He took a deep breath and stepped inside, his flashlight cutting through the darkness. The passage led to a small stone chamber, its walls lined with shelves stacked high with ancient artifacts. Echoes of history. Dr. Ashton stood there for a moment, speechless, taking in the sight before him. It was a treasure trove beyond his wildest dreams. Golden chalices gleamed in the dim light, their surfaces etched with intricate designs. Ancient manuscripts, their pages filled with long-forgotten languages, lay scattered across a table. And there, in the center of the chamber, rested a beautifully crafted wooden chest, its surface adorned with silver and precious stones. He slowly approached the chest, his hands trembling with anticipation. As he lifted its heavy lid, a gasp escaped his lips. Inside, nestled on a bed of crimson velvet, lay a collection of artifacts that took his breath away. There was a golden crown, its surface shimmering with jewels. Beside it lay a jeweled scepter and an ornate golden orb. A Legacy Rediscovered. Dr. Ashton carefully lifted each item from the chest, his mind racing as he tried to comprehend their historical significance. He recognized the artifacts from his research. They were the long-lost treasures of the Holy Roman Empire, stolen centuries ago, and feared lost forever. Captain Sinclair hadn't been exaggerating in his journal. This was a discovery that would rewrite history. As he examined the artifacts, he felt a profound connection to the past, a sense of wonder and awe at the stories these objects could tell. He realized that his journey had been about more than just finding treasure. It had been about uncovering a forgotten chapter of history, about keeping the past alive. Inspiring future explorers. Dr. Ashton knew he had a responsibility to share his discovery with the world. He contacted the Czech authorities, who were astonished by the find. The treasures were carefully removed from the hidden chamber and placed on display in a special exhibition at the Prague National Museum. People flocked from all over the world to catch a glimpse of these historical wonders. But Dr. Ashton's greatest reward was not the fame or recognition. It was the knowledge that he had played a part in preserving history, in inspiring others to learn about the past. He knew that somewhere out there, another curious soul would stumble upon a forgotten clue, a whisper from the past, and embark on their own emotional journey of discovery. And he hoped that his story would inspire them to follow their curiosity wherever it might lead.